Today's reflection is the backstory to the coming of Jesus. Can't really appreciate the true significance of Christmas unless we understand the backstory. In Genesis 1, at the very beginning of the Bible, we learn that God alone created the heaven and the earth.
In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. The earth was barren, with no form of life. It was under a roaring ocean, covered with darkness, but the Spirit of God was moving over the water.
And God's Spirit is active in the work of creation, giving it life, energy and intelligence and fullness by means of his life-giving presence. God made the day and night, heavens and earth, plants, trees, sun, moon and stars, and a multitude of all types of animals. And we're still discovering species today.
So God made the giant sea monsters that swim in the ocean. He also made every kind of bird. God looked at what he had done, and it was good. God said, "I command the earth to give life to all kinds of tame animals, wild animals, and reptiles." And that's what happened. God made every one of them. He looked at what he had done, and it was good.
God has an abundance of love, which produces a longing for even more ways of expressing his love. So he decided to create something that would be able to both give and receive love, but with free will, to choose to have that relationship with God. So he created people.
So God created humans to be like himself. He made men and women. God looked at what he had done. All of it was very good.
It was amazing. It was perfect. And Adam and Eve had a perfect relationship with God. They knew no fear or pain. They were totally secure, knowing that they were totally loved and totally accepted by God. They talked with God and they had a close relationship with him. But Adam and Eve were persuaded by Satan that God was withholding good things and that they needed to take control of their lives.
The snake was sneakier than any of the other wild animals that the Lord God had made. One day it came to the woman and asked, "Did God tell you not to eat fruit from any tree in the garden?" The woman answered, "God said we could eat fruit from any tree in the garden except the one in the middle. He told us not to eat fruit from that tree or even touch it. If we do, we'll die." "No, you won't," the snake replied. "God understands what will happen on the day you eat fruit from that tree. You will see what you have done, and you will know the difference between right and wrong, just as God does." The woman stared at the fruit. It looked beautiful and tasty. She wanted the wisdom that it would give her, and she ate some of the fruit. Her husband was there with her, so she gave him some to him, and he ate it too. Right away they saw what they had done, and they realized they were naked. Then they sewed fig leaves together to make something to cover themselves.
God allowed man his freedom, but without God, the world was plunged into darkness of evil and ignorance. Have you ever tried to live without doing, saying, or even thinking something wrong? If you're anything like me, it's impossible. No matter how we try, we can't live a perfect life. Our selfish desires always win out. But wouldn't it be amazing to feel totally loved, accepted, just as we are, warts and all? Well, it all depends on who is in control of your life. The question is, can you really be in control of your life? If not, then why wouldn't you give control to someone who loves you and was prepared to prove it by giving up his own life?